What's up, guys? It is Sunday, April 21st. It's 12:46 p.m. and this is going to be a crypto market look ahead for the week to end off this month, as well as at the tail end of this video, it's going to be a weekly bot trades check-in for the Stargate bots. So let's start off with the drivers. So the drivers are flashing some pretty interesting signs at the moment. On the left side, we have the bond yields. So let's see if we have any sell warnings or anything on that for the bond yields on the 12-hour chart. There's nothing. 4-hour chart, let's see. Nope, nothing there. But really, if we can see the one-day TSI come down here, then we'll see a pullback on the bond yields. And looking at it right now, we do have a stall out in the momentum, and we're pretty high up there in the TSI. So it's looking pretty solid as far as momentum starting to curl over, even looking at that 12-hour chart. For the bond yields right now, it is curling over. Very positive sign, but the traditional markets aren't open on the weekend, so we don't really know how things are going to open up later today. But in my opinion, even if we do see a push up like that, we're kind of hitting like the rock hard ceiling here. So if we do see a pop up, I likely believe that we're going to roll back over and we'll see a break of this trend line and come down for the bond yields. And that's on the 12-hour chart. We're seeing the momentum come down, and that will spill into the one-day chart. The big signal that's flashing as we speak right now is the dollar. So the dollar, this is what we're waiting for. The dollar flashed a confirmation of a 12-hour sell now signal with the Stargate signals. And if you look to the past, I mean, it usually hits the top here every time. June or May of 2023, late September of 2023. And when we rolled over, that was when cryptos had their big bump up. So looking pretty solid right now as far as that sell signal coming in, even the sell signal back here in October of 2022 as well too, when Bitcoin was at like 18K. So we have that sell now signal coming in. And really, if we take a look at the momentum, it's curling over. And if we can see continuation to the downside, we'll see that one-day sell now come in, and we'll likely see the dollar enter a downtrend. So that's the dollar. Looking on the right side of the screen, we got the US Nasdaq 100 totally falling off a cliff right now. What I was looking to see as far as support coming in was at this 16,700 level, which was the previous all-time high in 2021. If we keep pulling down further for the stock market, so for the US Nasdaq 100. Look how oversold though we are. I mean, the RSI is at levels we haven't seen since January 2022. We have a lower low in the RSI over here, putting in some hidden bullish divergence. We do have rapid momentum to the downside. In my opinion, I do think we're going to see a nice snapback on the stock market, and I do believe that crypto is going to follow with that. And if we look at the pump dump chart for crypto, we're staring at a critical moment as well too. We have this trend line that we're holding as support that we officially broke on Saturday on 420 on the halving. And we broke down from it, and we're coming up right now to retest it as resistance, as well as this downward sloping trend line as well too. If we look at the 12-hour chart, we have momentum to the downside. That's what we wanted to see. And if we really look at that one-day chart, we're getting close to a cross down. If we can see us break below this previous low that we had just set back here, then we'll likely come down and retest this bottom support trend line, and really breaking below there and breaking below this trend line will send us down below these highs over here. And we'll see a big melt up for crypto if this rolls over like that and comes down. And we'll see that one-day TSI cross down, and we'll see kind of similar action to back here in like the January correction. If we're throwing on the bonus indicator with it, we can see that like in the January correction back here, we kind of poked our head above that 200 moving average on the 12-hour chart, broke back down below it, saw the momentum come down here. And then really once the blue and the pink crossed, the blue got above the pink, it was rest in peace for this chart, which means crypto pumped big. So that's what we're waiting to see. We had that kind of messing around with the 200 moving average. We come down a bit. If we can break below this previous low over here, we'll get sucked into the EMA ribbon. We'll see the one-day momentum come down. We'll see the blue start to come up, pink start to come down, and we'll see a likely similar scenario to back here in January with that January correction. And we'll see this start to melt down. And really, the moment that we're really waiting for is a break below this trend line, because that's when I believe we'll waterfall like that. And that's when we see the big crypto melt up. And then looking on the right side of our screen, we got the alt season pulse chart. So the alt season pulse chart has a 12-hour sell now. If we look at the No, I'm sorry, a 1 day sell now. We already got the 12-hour sell now coming in back here. And the sell now, like back in December 2023, January 2024, February of 2024. And then we had a buy March 18th when altcoins kind of started their downtrend. So this old season pull chart with the Stargate signals really nails the time to be risk on altcoins or risk off. And right now it's saying it's a good time to be risk on ever since that big liquidation event on April 18th. So now let's go to Bitcoin, because Bitcoin right now is at 64,544. If we go to the 12-hour chart, we got that 12-hour buy now signal very solid. If we can see us get that TSI above the zero line, then we're off to the races. And if we can get above 67.5K, I'll feel more comfortable. And really getting above 69 or 70K, holding as support, will be the perfect kind of launch pad to send us to new highs around 83K. I also want to see the 1 day buy now flash. We're not quite at that point yet. We're getting close, but not quite there yet. We have the 1 day prepare to buy soon, just like back here at the bottom in January. Once we had that 1 day buy now, we firmly got above that 50-day moving average. We took off. And then looking at the 7G star G8 multi-time frame signals, we had the same signal flash like at the bottom over here as well too, the short exit signal. And then if I go to the Bitcoin index chart, we actually had a long entry signal as well too. So we had the short exit, long entry, vertical green, prepare to buy soon, vertical green, prepare to buy soon, waiting for that buy now, and then we're good. So we're just waiting for that 1 day buy now signal. And then the Discord, you can get updated in real time once that flashes. So link is in the bio, come join the Discord. But very similar signs to the correction back in January. In my opinion, it's our first leg up, second leg up. We're heading to our grand finale for Bitcoin for another big leg up. Then if we go to the total crypto market cap, I literally copied the whole move back here and match it up. And what this is saying is we're kind of at this phase right here before the big rise, So we might have a little working out that we have to do, but once May hits, going into June, into July, into August, into summer, it could be a surgical summer here as far as big price action. And this would bring us up to crazy valuations in the tens of trillions for the total crypto market cap. And looking at the total 3 chart, this one stands out even more because this one matches up to a T. I took this, match it up just like that. You can see how we had our top here, we come down like that, and then even the same similar structure. This kind of popped up, this one popped down. We did a double top here, we didn't do that back here. And then notice where we're at though. We literally to a T on the money as far as time goes, but as far as the levels go, we hit that high, went right to that bottom. At this point, it would be we start to take out these previous highs and then we just start to go. And then August, we find our top for the altcoins. So this could be a crazy 4 months here as far as immense opportunity in this market. So we saw a big washout, a big scare event. And usually after those events, we seem to just pop up on out of there like it never happened. And then we go higher. And that's a more painful kind of scenario to happen instead of us going lower at this point. Then if we look at the others, I matched it up as well too with the past fractal. And this is what it's saying as far as the time-wise where we're at in the cycle. And then if we look at some anomalies on a swing trade time frame, given that we've everything really dumped down hard, but some have recovered faster than others, there's really only 2 standing out as far as outperforming the altcoins and showing more strength. That's ICP and Velo. Velo already made a new high. So I'll be looking to find which ones flash red anomalies first, because those are the ones I'm going to want to stack up in, because those are going to outperform and hit new highs first, in my opinion. So Velo already did. ICP is probably next up. And those are the only 2 on a swing trade time frame as far as anomalies go. So that's what I'm looking for, guys. In my opinion, I do not see Bitcoin putting in a new low. If we break 64K, I'm getting a little cautious, but really we could have just a wick down to test 61.5K, get bought up real quick, and then we send it up on our way. So don't be shocked if we have a quick pull down maybe later today for a wick on the weekly candle. But in my opinion, with those signs and signals that we're seeing from the Stargate signals, the 12-hour buy now, the 1 day getting ready to flash, the long entry, short exit signals, we're moments away from popping up out of here. And it's been like 6 weeks of going down as far as the market goes or consolidation. So in my opinion, the sun will shine pretty soon here, and I'm ready for some nice action. I know you guys are too. So we're going to do a quick little bots live check-in right now. So we have all the different coins for the bots and stuff. XRP is about to flash and trigger a long entry. It has a 1 day prepare to buy soon right now. It's been crushing the swings on this for years now, and we're getting close to having that long entry trigger on XRP after selling up there. So then let's go to the next one. We got XLM. So XLM flashed a buy back here around 10.5 cents. This is a shorter time frame one. Usually you see more buys here, but this sold back up at like 15 cents, had a scaling in around 12.5, and then at 10.5 cents. Right now we're at 11.5, and no sign of sell warning yet. So this is waiting to close once it pops up. And then we have Algo on a 2-day chart. So Algo had some sells up here around 26 cents. We have a prepare to buy soon, getting ready to flash a long entry around 19 cents right now. Then we have HBAR on a 3-day chart. Sold the top up here around 12.5 cents, bought the bottom around 4.5, sold a couple times. No prepare to buy soon yet, but I think we have a 2-day one set up on this, and this is flashing a 2-day prepare to buy soon and getting ready soon to flash a buy now signal on this. HBAR is looking pretty strong, so that should flash pretty soon, that buy now and that long entry on HBAR. Then let's go into Chainlink. Chainlink, for the first time in a while, flashed, about to trigger a long entry in about 7 hours right now. After hitting it at $5, it closed that long at like $9, and then it shorted at 16, and it's about to close that short and enter a long right here. So Chainlink is about to flash a long entry. Then if we look at Bitcoin on the 10-day chart, we still got the sell warnings. No sell now just yet, but when that sell now comes in on the 10-day chart, I'm getting nervous because it's called the last 3 tops in Bitcoin since 2018. So no sell now yet. We look at Render. So this has been crushing the swings on Render. It had the buys back here, the sell, the buy, the sell up here around $12. Right now we're at $8.80. But if you're a Stargate VIP with the bots, I added the long bots additional. So long bot on the 12-hour for Render, I'm pretty sure we had flashed a buy here. So yep, we're bought back in after selling around 12.5 cents for Render. So then let's go to the next one, which is Avalanche. So Avalanche is getting ready to flash a long entry right here. It also had sold, if we go to the other bots, the short bots, the 5-day chart, it had sold the top up here, I believe, around like, yep. So it sold around 40 and then around $50. And then it's about to flash around $37 to buy back in. So then let's go to the next one. We got Filecoin on the 3-day. So this had the buys back here, the sell up here. And then if you have the long bots additional setup, it's likely about to flash a long entry here for Filecoin. And yeah, it already did back here around $6. So that's looking pretty solid. And then let's go to the next one. I'm going to do Solana and VeChain. I don't want to go too much. For the Stargate VIPs, you guys have this Excel sheet so you can go and check, and then you have the bot set up. You can go onto 3 commas and check it. But Solana had a sell up here around 120 and then a sell up here around 182. And then if we look at the long bots additional for Solana, and it bought back here around 144. So we're back in on that. And then we'll go to VeChain and wind it off at that. So VeChain long bots additional for the 12-hour. We have, long entry, a couple of them at the same low here. And then after selling, let's see on the VeChain one, the 4-day chart, after selling up here as well too. So we're back in on VeChain. VeChain's looking pretty solid. I believe VeChain's going to have a strong move, and I believe it will be out outperformer as well too. So I'm going to leave it off at that. I don't want to go into all the coins. There's a lot of coins. So if you're a Stargate VIP, you have any questions about any of the bots, if they triggered this, that, and the other thing, just let me know in the premium chat in the Discord, and I'll see you guys in there and in the next video.